effect of, if you give me $2,500, if you give me an entry to this tournament, I'll stream it and I'll talk nice about your site. I almost posted the same thing. I'm like, no, I won't. No, I won't talk nice about this site. Are you kidding me? No shot. No shot. Still waiting on our book. Yeah, we've been making it for about 2 years. You've been very patient. Sorry, the boss. At this point, you'll get it when you get it. I'm very annoyed that it's taking forever too. Because it's literally available. It's literally, like, I have one. I have one right here. It's in my hands. It is a physical, real, big book. Excelling at tough no limit hold'em games. Oh, look, there's Draft Ganger. He'll be streaming for us in a few days. Literally #1 poker player in the world. At one point. When he was grinding all day, every day. Turns out, it's hard to grind all day, every day. It's easy to grind all day, every day for like a year. But all day, every day for 4 years, 5 years? Yeah, that's tough. Blackjack site, yes. The answer is, count the cards and make yourself look like a fool. If you look like a fool while you're playing, you can get away with robbery. Well, not literal robbery. Well, I guess it's pretty much literal robbery. Please tell me what you do to focus when playing tournaments. I drink a lot of coffee. Do you try to keep your stack above average? No, that does not matter. Stack above average is completely irrelevant. Just play great poker. Why don't you like Poker Bros? Because it's unlicensed, unregulated, and illegal. Is that enough reasons? Oh, and you also have to deal with a bagman. So it's like, on top of being a site like ACR, it's already got a lot of things going wrong with it. You have to literally go give your money to some random person. You may say, oh, but he's my cousin. Like, yeah, well, be careful with that. But yeah, anyway, I would not recommend having to deal with any site where you have to rely on any individual to put your money in and out of it for you. It's usually not ideal. What are my thoughts on GG? Seems like, I don't know. I mean, I have no insider information or anything like I do about ACR. Seems like GG has done a great job of attracting good representatives. Seems like they are spending loads of money on marketing. Seems like they have a friendly site. I actually don't know about their legality, because they're not operating in America, where they definitively should not be. So I'm probably going to go play there soon. By the way, this will be my last stream for about a month. We may be going to Mexico, because we've not chased any bracelets so far. And finally, the higher buy-in ones are coming around. They're doing it to me again. Look, they're doing it to me again. Why only on these two tables? These are the ones where I'm playing for all the money. All right, Nagy. I mean, at some point I'm just going to get mad and say you win. Fold, 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 fold. Jesus. I mean, what are you supposed to do here, right? File for reimbursement? Don't think it works like that on this site. Oh boy. Is the internet working? Can I go to a website? Let's see. Might be my internet. You can only play on one ACR client at a time. Yeah, thanks. Log in. Come on, everybody. Click on the traffic lights. Holy God. Did I get the traffic lights right? Am I streaming, everyone? How's it looking? Can you see nothing? Alright, well my internet seems to be functioning. Slightly slow, but it seems to be functioning. Oh, there we go. Click on the buses. Oh, great. That looks like a bus. Oh, try again, it says. I didn't get it right. Apparently one of them's a fire hydrant. Okay, crosswalks. Let's try again, everyone. We'll try to get... Oh, my God. I mean, this is just brutal. Can you tell I'm sweating? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right. This is great. This is real Texas style. It's like I'm in the Sizzler right now. You guys ever been to a Sizzler? All right. Look, I get to play with 2 shills today. That's exciting. Oh my God, is it happening again? Right off the bat? This is clearly not good. I guess I'm gonna run the Ethernet cord on the break. Maybe I should do it right now. Maybe I will. Stream will go down if it hasn't gone down 15 times already. Be right back. Ethernet cord to save the day, maybe? Do I even try to plug it in while I'm in the middle of playing? You think it's going to make a difference? Where do I plug this thing? Now we're playing with power, everybody. Damn, you're remarkably calm. Well, when you know what you're signing up for, it's easier to be calm. I'm going to make sure we're on the Ethernet and on the break. Not that it doesn't seem to make a difference. Did it go down any? Seems like it went down for a little bit. You want to come say hello? No? Okay. Love you. You want to come say hello? He doesn't want to. Don't make him feel. James doesn't want to be a child star right now. We can maybe 3-bet this. We can maybe call. I'm a little bit scared the internet's not going to work. Don't want to put in the 3-bet and then have to fold. Or have to, you know, get out of there. Those aren't as easy as you'd think. The recaptchas. Yeah. They recaptcha'd me. They recaptcha'd me. Can you have another 5 days for free? I don't know. Give it a try. See what it says. This is a terrible flop. I don't think we need to be tripling this. Maybe we should. I don't know. You see my face. Great. Aces against an ace and a queen. You gonna do it to me? Get that venom right in the mouth. Yes. We're going to raise this immediately due to being very shallow. If he has a pair or a draw, he's just going to stick his money in. And when he has an air ball, well, he doesn't have any air balls. He always has a hand with some equity. Do a bluff. They won't expect it. Is it your first time here? We've already tripled off a time or two. It has not worked so far. We could 3-bet this. I don't know if we can just... I mean, maybe we're supposed to 3-bet and get it in against under the gun. I mean, he's kind of loose. I guess both players are loose. Maybe I'm just supposed to 3-bet it. I could get behind that. Is it every time I make the tables red and get like my full setup going, is that when Nagy hits the doom switch on me? And kills my internet? The internet kill switch? They DDoS attack me? Or is it DDoS? DDoS. We have a literal set. They're both just going to fold. I think we still just want to bet something, though. You don't want to bet too big there. You want to give them plenty of room to raise. So you bet 4 into 8, right? If they can all obviously just check raise, basically all in, if they feel inclined. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Gobble, gobble. He's drawing basically dead, so we're just going to call. He actually could just be stone dead with like king, queen or something. So we don't want to raise, even though there are spade draws available that may scare him out of like pocket aces or something. But we're in. And now we're going to jam turn. He very easily could just have like ace of spades, king, or king of aces, ace, king of spades or something. Then I want to jam him off of it. Right? I mean, obviously he calls every time he has a flush, but it's kind of hard to have a flush. There's just not very many combinations of it. Let's see what he calls me with. What a pain to play on that site. Stay off tilt. You all know if you've been here more than a day or two, I don't go on tilt. At least if I do, it's minimal. Definitely don't go on an extreme tilt like people who are punching their computers and whatnot. We don't have that problem yet. Maybe one day. You'd want a refund. Yeah, good luck. You're not getting a refund. What's happening here? Is this guy is he thinking it over? The middle pair hellhole. Please check, friend. King, king, right? So like if we knew he had kings, obviously we'd rather just get it in on the flop. So maybe that's the spot where we miss value by playing it as we did sometimes. Good thing we didn't re-raise pre-flop, right? It's like it went check where I had this hand. Like again, like these people just aren't tripling the river, which is why I need to be making good folds on the river. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a second. There's a chance the internet goes down because I'm gonna make sure we are on the cord. I think we just are. We'll see. We'll figure it out together, everyone. working with. Hello friends, hello family. My name's Jonathan Little. We're playing No Limit Texas Hold'em. We're having internet troubles today, it seems. Seems like it's my fault, as far as I can tell. But I don't care. I'll keep playing. Let me see if I need to load up any of these tables. Everyone's trying to win their way in. I gotta gamble. I gotta win my way in. A lot of people think that the goal of poker is to try to turn, well, no money into a ton of money in one day. Hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you. It's not how you win at poker. You win at poker by grinding it out slowly, long term. We're playing well within our bankroll here, etc., etc. I should tell people what I'm going to do with their teeth. Brush them, I guess. Isn't that what you do with teeth? Do you ever 2x pot the river? Sure. I love betting big on the river. I love betting big in general. Get them. Blast them. So far, we're getting slaughtered today. Like, literally demolished. Actually, I think we've only busted 2 or 3 tournaments, so I guess that's not so bad. And the ones we have busted multiple times are shallow stack ones. Oh, look, we're almost in the money. For 15 out of 31. Okay, nice. All right, hanging in the middle of the pack in this thing. Towards the bottom here. You can register for forever, though. Towards the bottom here. Look, almost in the money in this, too. I guess I should give these the beautiful linoleum floor treatment. ACR is going through great lengths to try to make sure their tables look just like a linoleum floor. Like in the bathroom where you vomit after you've had too many beverages. That's what this site reminds me of. So let me get these all organized. We'll have our beverage-laden tabletop floors right here. So we want to make sure we pay attention to these and, you know, don't make any ICM punts as we get closer to the money. This thing you're going to play all day and not even be in the money. Holy God. 11 and a half hours. So many people are complaining about this on the internet. Over here, we, somehow I'm in the middle of the pack. How am I in the middle of the pack? I got stacked earlier. Well, I tripled off earlier, and I failed. Start with 50k chips. How many do I have? 69. Oh my god. Somehow I have more chips than I started with. Don't know how I have more chips than I started with, but that's fine. LOL refund. Yeah, you're not getting a refund. You're definitely not getting a refund. Loudmouth Jason. Hello, Loudmouth Jason. How's it going? How loud is your mouth? Let's see if any tournament started. Why did no tournament start this hour? Why would they not have a tournament starting literally every hour? Oh, they have a 55 special. They need a lot of people. Maybe I should just play this. Anytime it's special, I feel like I should probably give it a whirl. And since we don't have enough tables up and the internet's not working so well, I guess that's a good reason to play it. Is that how that logic works? Why would they just have nothing starting on an hour? Like, what are they thinking? Obviously, run a tournament every hour. Who do you think will win? Me! I'm going to win. Would you play Polk or Negreanu heads up? No! You think I have a weenie swinging problem? That is almost offensive that you would come here and ask me that. Somebody ban whoever just asked that question. That is actually offensive. You have to understand, when you come to someone's house and you offend their mindset and their thought processes right off the get, I mean, GTFO. You have to have such an ego problem to play a weenie swinging contest, unless, of course, you think you're a substantial favorite. And obviously, I'm under no illusions that I'm the best heads-up player in the world, which obviously I'm not. They're trying to get me tilted like people get Negreanu tilted by insulting his wife. All right, Rays will 3-bet and get it in. Hope you're all having a great day. My name's Jonathan Little if you're new here. We're going to be we'll be streaming live for the next hour. After this, we're going to be streaming privately for the rest of the day. URL for poker coaching members is in the top right-hand corner of the dashboard when you log in. Check that out. We're going to be streaming all day, probably until 2, 3, 4 a.m., something like that. It's another solid 12-hour stream for all of them. With any luck, we'll win some money. With no luck, we won't. We're giving away 5% of my VENOM action, which is this right here. Someone's going to win 5% of this. You can get in the action on by retweeting the tweet I posted on Twitter at Jonathan Little. How's the tournament going? We started with 300,000. We have 306,000. I'm up 6,000 chips in the VENOM. This dude's always on break. WTF. If you don't know how poker tournaments work, you go on break every hour. And I've trained my bladder to have to pee every hour. So every hour I have to go to the bathroom. It's not optimal, I know. This is also not an optimal flop, but it's like fine enough. Did I not press the button? Okay, I did press the button. You check raise me, I have the top pair. I have the literal stones, top pair and gut shot. You know, you may look at this 10 and think this is a blank, but there are no blanks on this board. The guy could easily check raise in like Jack 10. So don't get too excited when you see a 10 on the turn. This guy has no money. Where'd your money go? Call. 9-9. Did you see that run out? Fuck on, get out of here. Get out of here. That's insane. Drills me out of the park. Yeah, you got me, buddy. Ace 5. He had ace 5. You see? The stone airball. What's an attainable ROI? I don't know. No one has a big sample. At least I don't know anybody who has a big sample. I mean, I bet if you ask the shills, you could figure out what their big sample is, but most of them aren't all that great at poker, so you can only have a few of them who are good. What tournaments am I playing? We have the VENOM up here in blue. We have a $1,000 tournament here. We have a $600 tournament here. And then we have a bunch of other smaller stuff here. Can you believe that guy just had the literal ace, or 9 and 9 on ace king 9? That's what they do to me on the site. When do you think it'll be legal to play poker on all the sites? Or, I'm sorry, on all the places in the country? I don't know, man. 20 years, 30 years, something like that? Maybe not then. I don't know. JL keeps it real. I do my best. I think a lot of people view me as perhaps negative or unrealistic or something like this, but you have to realize everyone out there is trying to sell you something. I am not represented by any unlicensed, unregulated, illegal gambling company like a lot of people are. We got to bet this. We're trying to get him to fold like pocket jacks. So I think we need to go like 7. 7 will get jacks to fold most of the time. If he has a king, he's probably just going to call. He obviously always has calls with an ace, right? Can't do anything about that. He could have an ace, but he also has a lot of underpairs, and I lose to a lot of the underpairs here. And it's kind of insane for him to bluff me. Whereas if I check and he has like pocket 6s, he'll bluff me, and then I have to fold, right? So we got a bluff there, and we do get it through. It's always nice to get the bluffs through. Hopefully we get all of them through today. Over under on how many bluffs I make that are for a lot of money. Over under 27. Is that a good line? Are we going to eat a cucumber today? Oh, we're going to eat a lot of food later today. We're going to have it's going to look like the Food Network in here. I'm going to eat a turkey sandwich. I'm going to eat some sushi. I'm going to eat some miso soup. We're going to eat a cucumber. We're going to eat maybe some ice cream. What else? Whatever my wife buys for dinner, we'll eat some of that too. Is the internet really your fault or Comcast's fault? I don't think I have Comcast. I don't know whose internet fault I have. I think I have Verizon. I don't know. I plugged in the Ethernet. Seems to be working better, so maybe it's my fault. It's always important to understand it doesn't really matter whose fault it is. What matters is fixing the problem. Fun run out there. Thanks, Maggie. 3 and 2 offsuit, you know. Nice hand. All that matters is finding a solution in most scenarios. Which of your tournament wins is most memorable or meant the most to me? It's a tough question when people ask me because the answer is none of them. Do we call Ferris wheel? I think we probably just try to drill him. You never drill a shill. What am I thinking? Obviously fold. I should just drastically overfold to the shills when they 3-bet me because it seems like they just get really good flops. I'm not saying the site's rigged. That's a joke. For all of you who could not tell that was a joke, and I'm sure that was some number of people out there, that's a joke. I do not think this site is rigged. I don't think this is a good poker site, but I do not think the site's rigged. Even though some of these characters are in so ungodly hot against me, it's like comical at this point. Is Acevedo's book Modern Poker Theory the best book available right now besides mine? Yes, it is, definitely. Assuming you like, well, studying poker. I really like to call this hand, but I'm not. Wow. Okay, so do I ever jam this? This is a crappy scenario, isn't it? I guess I'm supposed to fold. I'm not trying to fold gut shots with overcards with backdoor flush draws all that often, but that board just nails the opponent. I could just be nearly dead. You suggest a glass of wine. I've had no wine for 10 days now, believe it or not. Think about depositing $100 into ACR. Don't do it. Don't do it. Who do you think wins in a weenie swinging contest? Usually it's the one with the smallest weenie because they can get out of the way of the other one. They have a little bit more dexterity and more swiftness, right? It's very important to be swift whenever you're standing so close to someone and laying on them. All right, easy call here. You don't love it. You're going to be dominated. Well, not dominated too often. You're going to be against a better pair sometimes. There's also a low to draw, so you just got to call. 6 and 2. Come on. Come on. Did you all see that? Literal 6 high just beat me. He has 6-2. I had 5-2. Kicker like never plays there. Almost never. Okay. You've heard so many people suggest my books. You're surprised I'm so young. You thought I was an old player like Skalansky. Skalansky's like 100. King, Jack, hand, all spades board where the guy triple river 20 minutes ago. Why call that river? Because I beat almost everything. I only lose to ace X of spades and king queen and queens realistically, right? You wouldn't think the guy's just gonna. I mean, he could just stone triple off with ace king or aces, right? It means maybe I guess we lose to those two, but we block those. We lost $600 game. We'll re-enter. We got very bad run out there. That's fine. We beat a lot of stuff in that scenario, and the guy had very loose stats, right? So there's a lot of things that are making me lean towards calling. Whenever you are against someone with loose stats, blind versus blind, don't forget, you have top pair. You don't block the ace of spades draw. I think it's fine to call. That again could be a spot where I'm supposed to just be overfolding, though. I don't like overfolding to lags, though. Seems like lags like to bluff, as they should. All right, 11 from the money in this $160 game, 32 from the money in this $200 game. Check. Let's check again, I guess. Guy leads turn. Obviously, we're just going to try to drill him. Fold. Easy check again. If anyone bets, we'll call. Easy call here. He should have a very good hand to jam on the bubble. He makes a set, you know. Set's a pretty good hand to jam with. You should definitely go all in if you know you're going to make a set. Of course, you shouldn't jam when under the gun raises and you're nearing the bubble and you know you're going to be roughly flipping every time, but that's how some people do it. That's how some people do it. Obviously, we're always getting in on that flop anyway. Wow. Bet call. I mean, this is going to be an overcall. He could be bluffing. He's got like a king or a queen, but I chop with a lot of that. Got a call, right? I win. I just win. What are they doing? What'd this guy have? This guy just stone airball? Just wants to stone airball us on the river? He must think we suck. No respect for the opponents. Rumping you. Rumping you decides to bluff the river there, and a multi-way pot just gets double called. Nobody believes that guy. Ace and two. All right. What'd the other guy have? Nines, is that right? Wow, he really called with nothing. It's not a good call either. I mean, I guess if you know the guy's going to bet the ace and the two offsuit, you might as well call. So we'll 3-bet this guy. His fold to 3-bet's kind of high. I have the king blocker. I was going to fold to the 2.5x anyway, so I think this is a good spot to 3-bet in the $2,500 buy-in tournament. Please don't jam me. Do we have a jam incoming? Jam's fine. Who cares, right? That's why you want to be jamming these hands and not, good hands. That's tournament book. Secrets of Professional Tournament Poker, Volume 1. Not sure what we're supposed to do here. I raise small, and we flop this, medium-ish hand. I mean, obviously he's going to call us a lot when I bet flop. If he calls me, please just let me drill a 2. I'll even sign for a king. I don't love it, but I'd sign for a king. I don't think I'm supposed to bluff here. I mean, he could have just, 6s sometimes that I would be able to bluff him off of. Never bluff that turn. Please just check. Do we bluff it? Maybe I'm just supposed to triple this guy. Maybe I mess this up. I don't really win very often, do I? I mean, I guess I beat King Jack of diamonds or something. I can't even have the King Jack of diamonds. Hell, I can't beat anything. I guess I'm supposed to bluff. $10-9. $10-9? Wow. Floated nothing. Didn't bluff the turn. Oh my god. What? What? Why would he not bluff the turn? Alright, we're nowhere near the money. This guy's kind of lagged, so we're going to jam the ace-5. I don't love it, but we got some fold equity, I think. This guy's tight, so we're not going to jam this one, and we're closer to the money. See the difference in those two spots? I think one's a fine jam, the other one's, You gotta be a little bit tighter. What in the... Look at this. Look at this. Why in the world? What... In what world do they think I want the table set up like that was just set up? Are you kidding me? Try to get there. Just like want to take my cards and crumple them up. That guy had an 8 in his hand. Somebody had an 8 in his hand and he raised me on the turn. Oh, he had a set. Okay, that makes sense. Notice if we get there, we probably just get paid. Actually, to be fair, he didn't bet, so maybe we don't get paid. Notice our ace-5 offsuit jam did get through, which is why it was a good jam. You're welcome. Good play, Jonathan. Get 5 free days at pokercoaching.com. Pokercoaching.com/5 free. This is a time you don't really want to be betting because it's very easy for him to have the king, right? I'm tempted to just jam. I think I'm going to jam. Because if I call... Like, he's going to call me with, like, ace, king, or king, queen here. Queen 10, yeah, thanks. If I call, I just, like, always lose on the river when I miss. And you know I'm going to miss the river, so, like, the only way to win is to jam. Why would he not bet the flop? What are they doing? Flop's open-ended, doesn't know how to bet. All right, Jonathan. You're just going to get shafted today, buddy. I think that was a fine jam, though. I'm okay with that one. If we had more showdown value, I would have called, but ace high is not showdown value there. How do you determine EV at the poker table? Study away from the poker table. Biggest trick to getting good at poker is to study away from the table and not try to study when you're at the table. Like that ace-8 hand there, right? It's a scenario where I have all the nuts and the opponent should not. Clearly he did, but he should not. We're going to check raise all in here. Ace is great for him. Ace is so good for him. So good for him. And so bad for me. Boom! Skill game. Skill game. You all got me steamed up already. Do you have the aces? Show me the ace and ace, buddy. You deserve it. This guy's kind of tagged, but I think I'm just supposed to jam. It's kind of annoying he made it big. Like, you got to think I lack fold equity here. 5 on the flop. That's good. What happened with my other hand? Where'd it go? Here we are. What thing is he going to call me with? Ace-7? You see me spike on that guy? That was good. Hard for you to see which table is the Venom. It's the one on the top right. I always put the big tables in a more relevant position than the other tables. I try to make it really easy on all of you to follow me. If you all weren't here, these would just all be a mess. Okay. 8 from the money in this tournament. We're almost last. 29 for the money in this tournament. Almost last. Call. Jack. People have no respect. What are they doing? They just think our whole range is only bluffs. They think our range is literally all bluffs, apparently. They're just like going to rip it in against a strong range. You cannot rip it in profitably against a very strong range, everybody. Unless your opponent's just bonkers, which I'm clearly not super bonkers. Like, I'm kind of crazy, I get it, but I'm not super bonkers. So if I'm not super bonkers, then don't jam with stuff like jacks there. You're just lighting your money on fire. I mean, I'm happy to take it, but no respect. You saw me disconnect earlier today. Just want to say thanks for giving a good contrast of attitude on disconnecting that happened to Negreanu. Yeah, well, you have to understand. Negreanu's an old school live pro. He's not used to playing on the internet. And when you play on the internet, sometimes you get disconnected. Also, this is a very important concept you must master if you want to get good at anything in life. Just because some people react poorly does not mean you have to react poorly. You don't have to react poorly just because everybody else around you does. Everybody else wants to lose their mind and throw a fit and act like a baby. You don't have to act like a baby and throw a fit. This is a stinky spot. Obviously, we're all in, right? 1.5x pot. I mean, if he has two pairs, he's just going to call. He could easily have like Jack 8, right? He could just hero call me because he doesn't care with like 9-8. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, like whenever you're playing live poker, people just go on tilt all the time. And people see their opponents go on tilt and they think, oh, now I have to go on tilt. And you don't have to go on tilt. You don't have to go nuts. You don't have to whine like a baby. You have to do these things. When people insult you, you don't have to give them intention. You don't have to play heads up for rolls or, 1/100th of your roll. You don't have to do that kind of thing. You're allowed to just move on, right? Understand that just because people react poorly does not mean you have to copy them. And this is the reason a lot of small stakes players stay stuck in the small stakes forever. They just copy all the other bad players in their games. He gets CSF. Boop, boop, boop. That was a bad call, too, so he gets the green tag. Yeah, just because people react poorly does not mean you have to react poorly. Please don't think that you have to copy the other people around you, especially if most of the people around you are losers. Michael's favorite part about the stream is seeing the dumb things people do in $5 tournaments happening in the $1,000 tournaments. Yeah. Shout out from Navarre on the beach. Wish I was on the beach right now. I'm here beaching a little bit. We're on the bubble. That's good. Aces on the bubble are nice. Wow, nobody has any chips on my table. Look at this. Everybody has literal stumps. Well, I can't fold, clearly. I think maybe just check raising immediately is nice here. I'm not sure. I've lost like every pot today. And we've disconnected 6 times so far. I mean, like, it's what we wanted. Can't be picky. If you wanted 10, just take any of them, right? We really just want to see it check here. If it checks here, I win. If it doesn't check here, I'm like, kind of lose. It could just actually be a fold on the turn. I mean, I know that sounds insane, but it could be a fold. Please just check, guy. If they check, I'm just going to check every river. No, 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 no. Okay. I think it's fold to a river bet. I would definitely call with flushes and whatnot. I mean, at least now I actually do lose to everything, right? I don't really mind if I literally lose to everything. Maybe I'll just check with like aces or a set. Check, check, nines. I win! He had ace queen? Why would you not bluff? $2,500 tournament. Guy, it's ace 10. Why in the world would he possibly bet ace 10 on the turn? And to 2 people, both of which have all the flushes and straights and all that in their range. It's insane. It's insane. If you do find yourself there on the river, you gotta bluff. Your top pair's not good. That was a stone gift. Thanks for the $2,500 tournament gift. What was that, like? It must have been some number of big blinds. I don't know, 50K chips or something? It was literally a $500 gift from that opponent. I mean, you just gotta be happy when they're gifting to you left and right. Alright, well, we can't rebuy anymore in this $600 tournament. They only got us for 2 bullets today, so that's nice. Last week they got us for 3 bullets in the $1,000 tournament, I think. We did take 8th place or something, so I guess if you're going to take 8th place, it's okay. Did you hear that right? You have to study to get good at poker? Yeah, believe it or not. Everybody just wants to sit down and gamble. To be fair, If you play like all these other people, I guess you'll spike every once in a while and get lucky. But it sounds like I'm just being so negative towards everybody, but look, you're all watching the same games I are. These people are just doing insane things left and right. I mean, I'm going to say it whenever it happens. It just happens every hand. Man, oh man, I'm just really like, no queen, please. And they put a literal queen. No queen, please, queen. And a heart, for fun. So here we're going to check raise, and if he jams, we're going to call it off. Right? I will have to put in 9 to win 30-something. Maybe I do just call. Yeah, I think I'm just going to call, because I don't really want to check raise here. All right. Three bet plus C bet. There you go. What's your average VPIP? It depends. Easy call here. I mean, he's going to have some fives and whatnot. Easy spot to bet the turn for the opponent. Again, just left tons of money on the table. I think we got to put this guy all in. It's going to suck so bad if this guy check raises me. So, look, I don't love the all-in here, but I definitely have a lot of ace-x here. Maybe I jam a lot of them pre-flop, so maybe that's not necessarily true. But if this guy does have a queen, he should call. But if he does worse than a queen, it's a pretty nasty spot. And obviously I have, like, nut low here, right? So we do get it through, so that's good. Maybe I should be 3-betting just a little bit more as well. It's tough to say. How's it a bad call if you had the best hand? You have to compare your bluffing range and your value betting range to your opponent's range. And if you're anywhere near balanced, then, well, to be fair, maybe we're not balanced. Maybe we're drastically over bluffing. You don't want to call with hands that lose to literally every bluff catcher and some bluffs. There's a direct correlation between people who win and people who don't tilt very much. Yeah, don't tilt. Tilting's for fish. How many tables are we playing? Oh, not very many today. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the moment. No, 9 at the moment. It's not a great flop. Maybe we're supposed to bet it. I'm a freaking wizard. Well, I do love wizardry. I think we just 3-bet this. This guy's kind of active. The hand's not good enough to call. Jam this one, obviously. Check, 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 check. You got me. I don't think we need to bluff off like 7s or something. Fun bet on the river. So this is a spot where, yeah, we lose basically every time, but we need to win 1/6 of the time. Do we win 1/6 of the time against someone who's probably good? I think the answer is probably yes. Yuck. Guess we'll just check. I think we just pay. I mean, he's going to show me like a 10 or pocket 9s or something a lot, but if he's anywhere near good, he's going to have some bluffs. Guess we just go 30. Sucks because he has a lot of Jack-X, but he also has some 10X and whatnot. Looks like he called me, so we lose. What do you have? Hope he at least had a flush. Oh, no, ace. Yeah, obviously ace calls. We're not trying to get him off of an ace. He has an ace and a 10. We have super nuts. That's fine. When the opponent has super nuts, obviously he's not going to fold. Hearing you roast people is sick. Oh, fun game, huh? I love the people in the chat. How could you ever bluff? It's your hard-earned money. You're just taking it and you're throwing it in the garbage. Don't you know they're going to call you? Nobody ever folds. whenever they don't realize I have loads of data showing that people drastically overfold. Obviously, sometimes they're going to call you. How many tables would you play on a site that doesn't allow heads-up display? Same number. We can play closer to GTO if we need to. Don't worry. It's just nice to have more info. More info is always better, of course. I'm the most annoying poker streamer by far. You're out. Good luck. All right, see ya. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. It's very important to realize you get to choose whose content you consume. And if you don't like someone, leave. I don't care if you're here. It's not going to make or break me. Do not worry. I'm not one of these people whose livelihood is wrapped up in getting over or under 7 viewers on Twitch. It's not going to offend me. It's important to realize everyone's not going to like you. Everyone is not going to like you. And the sooner you accept that, the better off you're going to be. Who is MJ? Michael Jordan? Oh no, that guy. the guy who watches people on Twitch and complains about it, or YouTube and complains about it. Oh man, fun times, everybody, fun times. It's always unfortunate when the guy shows me the jack and the jack, which obviously he could have, but we have the best hand here a ton. How big do we go? I think we need to go medium. We're trying to get called by like queen jack type hands, pocket kings type hands. If we go too big, he's going to start folding those, and we really don't want those to fold. It's always brutal if he jams me on the river, but like he just wouldn't be jamming too many hands with worse, especially when I take a kind of polarized line. He does call. He has the king and the king. I don't fault him for that call. I think that call's probably okay. Oh, goodness. You know, the interesting thing about poker and a lot of games is that it's very important to be able to realize when your opponents are playing well and when they're playing poorly. And if you can accurately pinpoint that, you'll always be able to know if you're in a good game or a bad game. And the people who see things like, oh, he called you with the best hand, therefore he must have played great, they don't realize that in reality, just because you have the best hand when you call does not mean it was a good call. It can definitively be a horrible call, right? Or it could be a great call, depending on the scenario. But if you can look at scenarios and realize that was fine or that was not fine, and you see your opponent's always playing fine, that means you're not in very good games, right? You should play lower stakes or find better opponents or worse opponents to play against. If you're seeing your opponents mess up left and right, it means you're just going to be printing money, assuming you know how to play well. What do you focus on when playing a tournament? You try to keep... I literally answered this question already. You must have left. What do I focus? No, I don't care if I'm at above average chips. That doesn't matter in the least bit. All you can do is play good, fundamentally sound poker over and over and over and over and over and over again. Play good, fundamentally sound poker. We 3-bet this guy? Could. Wow, I have all the chips. How do I have all the chips? I'm literally 1 of 33. 333. I have no clue how I got those chips. I'm probably spiked on somebody. I'm just tired of this. I mean, okay, I don't want to hear you from you anymore. He asked me the same question he's literally asked the same question 3 times, and I've already answered it. In order to play the way you're playing, you need to be properly bankrolled. In other words, don't play for scared money. I have a website, jonathanlittlepoker.com/bankroll, that tells you literally everything you need to know pertaining to bankroll management. And yes, if you play with 6 buy-ins, you're probably not going to be tripling off all the time because you're going to be afraid, right? If I was playing for a 1/6 of my bankroll, well, I would still play the same because I realize how math works. But yeah, it'd be a whole lot more fun, that's for sure. Swinging for a 1/6 of your net worth over and over again is a whole lot of fun and a real treat. Am I ready for the golden Bitcoin bull run? I've been trading Bitcoin back and forth between 9 and 10K. I sold it when it got to 10 and change the other day. And then it went to like 12, and I'm like, oh no. But then it went back down. I'll buy it again if it goes back about 9-ish. To be fair, I have, like, that's my gambling money. We have loads in, well, now mostly in Ethereum at this point because Ethereum's been running up hot. Looks like we lost on the bubble. That's nice. What'd I jam? Jam 9s? I don't even remember what happened. Something happened. Anyway, we don't have a whole lot of actual Bitcoin at the moment. We have a whole lot of Decred. Decred's been getting pooped on, and has been getting pooped on for a good long time. Ready for the golden Decred run. Can we get that, please? Decred's kind of like Bitcoin, except for you can stake it and vote with it as a non-person holding a node and whatnot. So basically, if you just have coins, you can stake them and get a little percentage. I think you did the math. It's like 8% per year or something like that. Obviously, the currency's been getting trashed like all the other nonsense coins. Crypto's a hell of a drug. Let's just say that. The nice thing about the cryptos is that if you have if you have mostly ones that are anywhere near reasonable, whenever Bitcoin goes up, they all spike at some point. What have I had a lot of? I've had a lot of Brave. Brave's like one of the few that hasn't actually done any. Like every other cryptocurrency's got trashed. Brave has basically been what it is for a very long time. So that's cool. Unfortunately, when everything else was getting trashed, I was selling off the Brave. And loading into stuff that was getting trashed. So that didn't work out. I am by far your favorite streamer, Sirius. Well, thank you. My name's Jonathan, though. My name's not Sirius. You may have me confused with someone else. By the way, if you're enjoying this stream, go to pokercoaching.com/5free and sign up right now. Because if you don't, you're going to miss the rest of the stream. We're going private in 20 minutes. When we go private, nobody else is going to be able to watch this besides people who are Poker Coaching members. You enjoyed the Cash Game Challenge. Thanks. If you all like the Cash Game Challenge, let us know. If you sign up at pokercoaching.com/5free, go through the Cash Game Challenge. Go through the Tournament Challenge. We have a lot of great content there for you. And it's going to make you a whole lot better at poker. What other sources of income do you have not related to poker? None. He has an ace and an ace. I have a 10 and a 10. Ooh, that Maggie Pie gave it to me. That Maggie Pie gave it to me. That guy thought he was going to have an ice cream cone, and I punched him in the jaw. Woo! How lucky. It always feels dirty when a stub raises and then they jam on you. You're like, yeah, you clearly got a good hand, but what can you do? Basically everything I do is related to poker because I'm only good at poker. If I've learned one thing through life, is that you need to stick to what you're an expert in. And I'm good at exactly playing card games. You follow my content on a daily basis. Well, thank you. Wow, raise, call, 3-bet. I think I'm going to have to put him in, right? This guy's probably not slow playing all that often, although he is kind of nitty. This guy 3-bet some. Yuck, this is brutal. I think we're just all in, though. You really hate to go all in here because it's kind of a lot of chips, 50 big blinds. But once you do get 3-bet kind of big, you just got to put it in. He had the 10s. It's a bummer. I think that's still fine, though. It's kind of unfortunate when he squeezes the 10s, because that just means he's going to be like really linear. And if he's really linear, then maybe you're not supposed to jam the 9s. You want him to have a lot of bluffs there. Like, you know, you want to have like ace-5 offsuit and stuff as his like quote-unquote bluffs. You don't want him to have 10s as his bluffs. And to be fair, like when you see 10s, it doesn't necessarily say anything about the bottom of his range. Like obviously he could just have a whole lot of diapers in his range too. So maybe like 10s is just near the bottom of his value range, and his value range is kind of wide. It's hard to know, but we just got crushed. That's okay. I don't mind getting crushed every once in a while. Hope to print some money. Good, get in there. Do it. This is probably a jam. It's close. Ultimate Grinder, I don't know, man. Go try. Stop spamming the chat with nonsense. If you ask 100 times and I don't reply, it probably means I just don't want to talk about it. Go try. Go experiment. Anything that's easy enough to just try, You don't need me to tell you what to do. This is a spot where you really can't bet turn all that often, so I think we can pretty easily check fold turn. I'm obviously going to have a lot of ace, king, ace, queens type stuff here. Maybe like ace 7, ace 5. Small blind limped, I check. He check flop. We're going to be tripling. I can already tell you that. You watch nearly all of Matt Affleck's content. Great. I'm glad to hear it. He has a lot of very, very good content at pokercoaching.com. You sign up for 5 days free. You can get access to it. Fun spot, because I just like... we just watched this guy bluff on the river a minute ago. I think we'll still check fold, though. He really can't bet a jack, I don't think. So if he's betting river, it should be like really polarized. You got to think, given I could just definitely check lots of ace X on the river. Queen jack, right? Like he can't do anything there. So we lose a little tiny bit. If someone has too large an open range, and you open up your calling range, how is that not playing at their level? Well, you don't open your calling range, you open your 3-betting range with stuff like king jack offsuit right here. And then also you want to call with more hands that flop well. You hear my children screaming for some reason? You don't understand if crypto is real or not. Well, part of the fun is what is real? I mean, at this point, it's just obvious we're living in a simulation. I mean, I think that's pretty clear to everybody. Now you can't make gambling deposits with credit cards. What is this world coming to? I concur. Oh, won't it be fun if it comes out we're in the cryptocurrencies? Do I have anyone I generally respect and follow in the crypto space? I don't know. Let me see who I have on my Twitter, who I follow. Let's see. We have Picasso. We have Andreas. Andreas Antonopoulos. He's the guy. Find Andreas Antonopoulos. He is definitely the guy. I would basically trust whatever he says. That's the main one, for sure. We'll just try to drill it out of the park here. I mean, I know it's not a great spot, but it's okay. By the way, we'll be drawing for the person who gets 5% of this soon. And look, we have 1.25 starting stacks. That's a nice little bit of change. I haven't even done anything. I feel like we just hung out so far. Look at Andreas. There you go. How long do you believe is appropriate to watch your stream of the games on Sunday? You can watch it all day. I'm not sure what you're even asking. You can do whatever you want. At what point does it become entertainment? Whenever you stop paying attention. Check raise all in on this one. Yuck, 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 yuck. No. Put that down. Stop. No. Do not touch that cord. Don't touch the cord. Please. You want to come say hi? No? Please don't touch the cord. I feel the cord riding up my butt. And I see James outside the door yanking the cord. Look, this is unfortunate, but I think we just got to put the money in. It's like really unfortunate. King, yeah. What are you going to do? I'm cool with that one. That's a spot where he's going to have a whole lot of ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack type stuff. And it's kind of roped into calling off with a lot of it. I'm okay with that. You can't believe we don't have more likes. Oh, everyone doesn't like me. And that's okay. You all don't have to like me. If you do enjoy this, click like, click subscribe. ACR has been fair to you. That's not the point, Mona. Just because ACR has been fair to you does not mean they're going to be fair indefinitely. That's the big thing people don't get. Just because they've paid out well so far does not mean they're going to pay out well indefinitely. Look at literally every other poker site that's operated within America, they've all, I'm just going to fold top pair here, they've all stopped paying at some point. And when they do, they close. And, well, everybody who has their money there, they get screwed. We fold the queen 10 against the ace queen. Nice fold. Obviously, they drill the 10 on the river, but you can't do anything about that. He has 10s. I have a queens. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Just because the sites have paid out does not mean that they're going to pay out indefinitely forever. That's not what we're saying, everyone. Please understand that just because they've treated you well so far does not say anything about the future. And pretty much every illegal gambling operation... Oh, what happened? Yeah, okay, it's on. Pretty much every illegal gambling operation that has existed operating within America has been shut down at some point, besides exactly Bovada. Bovada is the one that's done a great job of skirting the law. A-plus job for Bovada. All the other ones have had issues at some point, one way or the other. And I know ACR likes to say, oh, but we were this site in the past. We were this site in the past. It's like, yeah, so you've had to, like, go through a bunch of random iterations to try to skirt the law? Not exactly success, in my opinion. I'm just observing history. It's kind of like whenever you see, say you're playing against the Maniac, and you know they have Maniac stats, and you see them playing maniacally against everybody else, but you play one pot against them, and they show you the nuts. Is that a reason to think, oh, this guy always has the nuts? No. They're like just every other Maniac. Sometimes they're going to get you. Sometimes it's going to be fine, right? Sometimes nothing's going to happen. But if you've been paying the least bit of attention, you know that they will go down eventually, and when they do, you don't want to be just another person with their bankroll stuck on an illegal gambling operation. So please don't crush yourself for no good reason. First place says Wanderin. Congrats. Good job. First place is sweet. Everyone's 3-betting from the small blind now. Sorry. We'll defend. It's not the best defending hand, and you know when you're playing against the shill, you're not going to get very good runouts, but we're going to try. We're going to try. We'll check raise. I mean, obviously. If he goes check, we'll blast him. Well, now we turn the pair, so we're not going to blast him. If we didn't turn the pair, we would have blasted him. I guess we check if it's like an ace or a king, but we probably bet every other card besides a queen or a 6. Yeah, we did send a survey to Poker Coaching members recently. You voted Matt Affleck as number 1. All right, great. Glad to hear it. Kind of a weird bet. Like, I literally never hit against the shills. It's shocking how little I hit against the shills. It's like literally never. Literally never. You think I just stop trying if I know I never hit against the shills, right? We're almost in last place. That's not good. Linoleum floor here means that we're near the money. What's the lowest buy-in tournament I'm going to enter today? Normally we enter down to $30 tournaments, but today we have the $2,500 tournament and the $1,000 tournament and this $600 tournament. So we're only playing, I think the lowest we have right now is a 50 somewhere that had a huge guarantee. I think I said something like 100 and higher is what we're playing. How do I pick which ones? I look at the buy-in. If it's higher than 100, I play it. If it's lower than 100, I don't play it. Why are my children screaming like mad? Holy God. You have about 5 more minutes to get in on the giveaway. We're giving away 5% of this tournament right here. This 2650 Venom. We currently have 1.25 starting stacks. Definitely get in on that. We 3-bet this? Sure. Maybe we're about to lose some of it. Kids are very negative EV, especially when they're trying to unplug you. Yes, that's correct. So yeah, get in on that giveaway, Twitch or twitter.com/Jonathan Little. Like, retweet that, and you'll be live to get it. Also, what is this? Okay. Get 5 days of poker coaching for free. Please go do that. Go to pokercoaching.com/5free. We're going to be going live for poker coaching members very, very soon. Like in 3 minutes. So make sure you get your free pokercoaching.com membership. And then the link is going to be in the dashboard in the top right-hand corner of pokercoaching.com. So check that out. Get in there. Go ahead and get in it. It's a private YouTube link. I'm going to check this because our opponents are just dead. Normally, you don't really want to be checking. I mean, look, checking top set's always fine. You don't really want to be checking in multi-way spots too often, but Jack 5 too, I mean, I think it's okay. Now we'll bet turn for like 6 and hope somebody has a king. Helmuth mentioned 2 big flaws in GTO. I don't think Helmuth knows what's going on with GTO. I hate to break it to you. People that don't like you have not seen my biography on Pokerography. You was hooked after watching that. Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. I think you can go to jonathanlittlepoker.com/pokerography. Pokerography. It's kind of a funny word. This guy's 3-bet never. I guess I'll fold. So you're saying, is this person saying in their illegal gambling clubs, people like PLO? You're going to find that people who play on illegal gambling clubs that have very high rake very often want very gambly games because they're not too sophisticated to begin with. So, yeah, not shocking. A lot of the very gambly clubs do play a lot of PLO. And Hold'em dries up because the fish get bored with it. Fish get bored with that kind of thing a lot of the time. Bovada is very good at laundering money, indeed. Don't think we want to min raise this. I think we just want to put it in. Kind of unfortunate the guy's so nitty, but like, whatever. What's he call me with? You know he's going to call. Probably like ace jack or something. So it's easy call with ace jack, by the way. Again, going back to, I know it's behind, but it's still an easy call with ace jack. Whatever this guy's betting is probably just an easy call. Here we drill a set, we just slow play. The opponents, again, are all going to be drawing nearly dead. He had an ace and a 9 and he decided to take forever? All right, well, he's just a nit. Of course, he Maggie-pied me. Not shocking. I mean, you come into Maggie's house and you speak honestly. What do you expect? Just, again, easy slow play. Whatever the guy has is nearly dead. When we made the final table with my parents, that was epic. Yeah, we made the final table of a World Series of Poker team tournament. And I immediately got it in with ace jack against ace 8, and they busted me. What are my thoughts on PLO strategy? Come on. This is good. This is very good. It's like the worst turn in the deck, but that's fine. That's fine, sir. After this hand, we're going private, by the way. So this stream will end. It will literally end. So make sure you go to pokercoaching.com in the dashboard, top right-hand corner, click that link to get in the stream. We're going to call again. I mean, again, guy's very near dead. Or he has me beat, of course. He has me beat, whatever. I will re-enter. I have the re-entering shoes on clearly. Did I ever bet not all in? I think I just got to go all in. Fun spot to check the 8-7 if he has it, but he just had nothing. They just want to check raise me on the flop and bluff at me with nothing. Thank you all for being here today. If you like this, click like, click subscribe, share it with your friends. And if you really liked it, we're going to be doing this for the next 12 hours or so. Publicly, for all the members of pokercoaching.com. This is something I do for the members. Also, we have other world-class pros streaming. Later this week on Friday, we're going to have Giraffe Ganger streaming for the members. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's literally one of the best online players in the world. I'm doing my best to hire the best players in the world to help all of you get better. And, you know, I'm going to watch them too. So go to pokercoaching.com/5free to